everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of these cards where it looks like the image is like bursting out of the paper and it's all torn and ripped, and it's just kind of cute. You can do this, I like it for Halloween, but you could do it for any holiday or any like graduation or whatever. I think it would be a really cute card for graduation too. I hadn't thought of it before, but I really liked it. Or like the idea, but I'm sticking with the Halloween theme right now just because we're in the season and I want to go ahead and make a couple holiday or Halloween cards. And yeah, I like this. So let me show you how to do it. So you need a few things for this. You do need a stamp set. You need, or you could draw an image, but whatever. I'm just showing you what I used, and if you want to alter it in any way, feel free. You know, this is creativity. I used a healing mat with my X-Acto knife. I also used a quilling tool, which these are really inexpensive at Hobby Lobby. I think this was like $2 and something. My lid is broken, so it doesn't stay on there very well, but I push it on there just to try, and it's still broken, but just that's why it keeps falling off. And then you also need, well, I used some ribbon, and I wasn't sure which ribbon I liked better. I have some black velvet here, which seems kind of cool. And then I liked this spider web ribbon. I like the spider web ribbon because it kind of went with this spider web paper that I have. And then a card base. And I want my card base to be white because I want to put my image onto the white paper. If you wanted it to be black and have a white image, that would be kind of cool too. Ooh, that would be kind of cool, especially because I was thinking I was going to do the ghost. I could make the ghost white on black paper. That might be kind of cool. And have him coming out of the black paper. Ooh, let's try that. I like that. I like that. So let me get a piece of black paper out really quick. Stand by. Actually, I think if I have paper in two different drawers. And I think that I have some thick black paper over here. And I like thick paper for my card bases, for sure. All right, so there's that. And then I'm gonna also need then some white ink. So let me cut this at 5.5. And then I will score it at 4 1/4. And then I need some white ink. All right, so I'm going to fold this card where I scored it and just crisp up the edge. Oh, I think I did it the wrong way. I sure did. There we go. I'll put that up there. And I'm using this old stamp set that I don't even know if I've opened. Oh, I probably have. I probably just sealed it with washi because this is old. This plastic is like ripping. And that is my washi, so I must have done that. And I'm going to stamp this cute little ghost where I want it on the card. So I'm going to put it something like that, or maybe even a little, I could even do it right in the middle. Yeah, I think I might do that. And let's hope that my white hasn't totally dried out. It hasn't. Then I'm just going to, I'm going to angle him this way. Put him wherever I want him on the card. And I'm just trying to make sure that it's really good on there because this is a solid image. Cute. And then I'm going to wipe this off with a paper towel or a wet wipe, whatever you have handy at the moment, just because this is, oh no, I need to refill my Stampin' Mist. Just because it stays on ink. I'm trying to just get it off as quickly as possible. it will usually still stain as it is, and that's fine. Just, you could use white opaque ink too. I just knew I had this stays on handy because I had just seen it. Okay, so then, oh, I still need that stamp. I'm digging back. And it's going to be a little harder to do with a wooden block stamp. Actually, it's going to be near impossible to do that with the, so I'm not even going to do what I was going to do. With my other stamp, what I was able to do was put it on, like I kind of figured out where my image was, which I still need to do. So I stamped my image first, just like this, and then you put this on top and you kind of try to figure out where your center point is, which for me I think is going to be about right here. And I'm just lifting up this. It doesn't have to be perfection, but after I find my center point, I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to use a pen because you're not going to see this part. So that I'm going to use a pen so I can see it. And then with what I did with my other one was I took the stamp, put it on here, and took a pencil and outlined the stamp so I knew how far out the image was going to be, so I knew how big I needed these little bursting things to be. I can't do that with a wooden stamp because clearly, you know, it's there. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to find something that might have about the same, perfect. So this like fits around here perfectly. So I'm going to take this and just kind of center it there. And I know that I need my burst. Oh goodness, I don't even have the lead out. To come out at least to there. And I did not center that very well. Let's try it again. That's better. I will try to erase my first mark over here so that if it won't be seen if I don't go all the way that far. There we go. And I don't really care too much about this one because you really won't see it, but I'll just go ahead and erase it lightly. Just because I had my eraser out. So there we go. So I hope that you followed that. So if you have a stamp such as this, that it's kind of cut to the shape, you can just put this down with the center point and trace around this so you know how far out the burst needs to be. Because this one was on a square, I can't do that. So I just found something that was as big as the ghost, as the image, and just traced around it. And this one happens to be a circle. That means the burst might be a circle, but we can work on that a little bit. I'll show you. So I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to take a straight edge, and I am just going to cut from like I'm cutting a pie from one side of where the pencil is to the other side of the circle. So it's just cut, well, and I didn't cut it all the way through. That time I did. So you just cut it all the way through like that, and we're just going to make pie slices pretty much all the way around, and I want them to be various widths. Some of them you want to be a little wider than others, others you want to be a little shorter, but you want to make sure that you don't have them even. You don't want this to look like, I mean, it's gonna kind of look like, you know, it's not real, but you want it to look, you know, like it was like he busted through it. In all of his ghostly, goblin-y ways. Or celebratory ways. I mean, this could go either way. It could go scary, which is what I'm making it, because I've got a scary ghost. paper didn't want to cut, and it was kind of coming up right there, so I just freehanded it. Okay, once you have them however you want them like that, what you'll need to do is you want to take the paper and rip the tips off at various lengths. And you just want to rip it off. You don't need to be careful at all because, like I said, you want this to look like he burst through. And you're really not going to be able to see much of the tip anyway, or much of the end. So then you have a hole in your project. Which is what you want. Then I'm going to take my quilling tool, and I'm using it mostly just because I have it. You wouldn't necessarily have to use it. If you didn't have one, what you could do is take your fingers and just work on it and make it go down to where the line is. And then sometimes I even like to push a little further to give it that ripped look. So you could do it like that with your hand as well. So it's just kind of busted through. But I'm going to use the quilling tool because I have it. It does make it a little more uniform, so sometimes it's not as fun to use the quilling tool. So I'll just start wherever I feel like, and then sometimes I'll like make it really tight. Other times I'll make it looser. You'll see as I'm doing it. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever paper quilled before. I haven't done much, but this tool has come in handy many, many times. I'm trying to think of some other things that I've used it for. I have glue on it, so clearly I've used it for something with glue. But if you guys don't have one of these, I would say it would be worth the investment because it's really cheap. So, and I also like to do it at different ways. Like sometimes I'll start at the very tip and go all the way through and make it like a really tight quill, like I were doing paper quilling. Other times I'll take it and start it not quite all the way at the top and then just kind of fold it loosely and just kind of make it a big, huge fold. And then so some of them that are cut at different widths, like this one is a wider one, you're going to see you get different results with those. And sometimes I'll pull it too far so that it will come over the edge and rip the paper a little bit, because you don't want them all to be the same. I hope that that's helping. Oh goodness. The paper quilling tool has a little slit in it, so it's like a little, this little rod has a slit in it, and the slit is where you can put the paper. I mean, it's really an ingenious tool, whoever thought of it. But I have glue on, oops, and I just overdid it. I have glue on mine, and for some reason it's like causing me to not be able to stick it in the way I want. Well, not for some reason, but it's clogging up the slit, and I can't seem to get the glue off. It's right there. I can see it. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oops. Oh, well. You just have to be patient sometimes. Paper crafting, man. It's fun. There's so many different things you can do. I hope that these tutorials have been helpful this year. I know I've enjoyed it, and it's made me try a lot of new things, or things that I haven't tried in a long time. Ooh, look how this one did. That's kind of cool. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I'll make this one have two thingies. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so now once you've done that, check your placement. This should go, I have this cut just so that it's, oh, this is my paper, dingbat. I have this cut just so it's the same size as the card front. And there we go. Isn't that cool? Yay. I like it. Now, This one's kind of neat because it has white underneath it. This one was a double-sided cardstock, so it has stripes underneath it. So both techniques are really kind of cool. I'm kind of not digging the fact that this looks so uniform, so I'm going to actually tear some of this just because I want it to be a little not so uniform. I mean, both are cute. It doesn't matter. It's a cute card. Yeah, that's better. I can go for that a little more. Okay, so then what? Oh, I wanted to put some ribbon on here, didn't I? Huh. I don't know if I want the spider web ribbon with the spider web. I'm kind of not sure if I like that together, but I'm not sure if I don't. I'm having a struggle with it in here. Let me pull it out and see what it looks like. I've had this in my stash for a while. I do kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. I don't know if I want a knot on it or not. Still not sure. We'll see. And then I'm just going to put some adhesive all the way around, loosely around my image, just so, I don't know, I feel like it will stick a little better and it won't mess up so much. And then I'm just going to put this right over the card base. Not sure if it needs a knot. Yes, it does. It needs a knot. So I'm just going to cut some off. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Come on, ribbon, work with me here. Then I will angle cut both ends, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the ends don't fray with my little lighter. Getting it too close to the ribbon is what I'm doing. So if you guys hold this just a little far away from the ribbon, it will just lightly melt the edge. And it will make it so that the ribbon won't fray. Now that one I just really screwed up on. And I was holding it too close to the flame. There we go. And there we go. I guess I could put have a piece of cardstock over here. And I'm just gonna flatten it. I don't really care. So let's see. This piece of cardstock has seen better days, but it's just gonna go on the inside, so I'm not too worried about it. 5 by 4 1/4, or by 4, or thereabouts. Ugly side down. And then put it in here. And then I have this sentiment that says boo. I'm going to use my basic black. Angle it a little. There we go. I'll put that up there so I can put it back on my shelf. There is the finished card. Oh, that's cute. I love it. Yay! Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it, and I'll teach you something else next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.